I guess we're comparing, what I comparing restaurant, like.
And that's the thing. You gotta. It's the restaurant thing.
It's the best time of the year. Playoff football time. It's postseason action descends.
And that's the thing. You gotta. It's the restaurant thing.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, the restaurant thing is what?
It's different terminology.
And the Washington Commanders. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Hurts. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Okay, break. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Ready, set.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that fourth down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the fourth down conversion. Here's Hurts to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Goff. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 15 now. Goff slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see him take a deep shot in this game.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Goff. That one complete out to Dotson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. from 13 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Six DBs on the field for Washington on third down. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They dialed up a 3rd-and-1 blitz defensively. It worked. Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage. On 2nd and 12, Goff. And, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Allen Lazard. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll set up to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We're good. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And again back to Kmet. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now gone. Complete, it's Dodson. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Goff now looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point safely through. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
So I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw. Goff. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Goff. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is Hines. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run again with Hines. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll check this down to Hines. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Hines going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hines again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try to run with Hines. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail, and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead. And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second and inches, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
They had the right down at the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Hines now on the return. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Goff. And he finds McLaurin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Out left to Dotson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Commanders 16.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Head the street! Head the street!
Throwing is Hurts. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Commanders 16. Bradley Penguin set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Hassan Reddick charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. On the counter now, it's Sanders. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 56 yards. And the Eagles continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point forthcoming. And oh, it's wide right. No good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.